Philosophy of Hinduism by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Question 1, Part 5. As to parties to proceedings, their position can be illustrated by quoting the ordinances of Manu relating to a few of the important criminal offences dealt with by Manu. A. Take the offence of defamation. Manu says, 8 to 67. A soldier defaming a priest shall be fined 100 panas, a merchant thus offending 150 or 200, but for such an offence a mechanic or servile man shall be shipped. 3 to 68. A priest shall be fined 50 if he slander a soldier, 25 if a merchant, and 12 if he slander a man of the servile classes. B. Take the offence of insult. Manu says 8 to 70. A once born man who insults a twice born with gross invectives ought to have his tongue slit, for he sprang from the lowest part of Brahma. 8 to 71. If he mention their names and classes with contumely, as if he say, O Devadat, though refuse of Brahmin, an iron style, 10 fingers long, shall be thrust red into his mouth. 8 to 72. Should he take pride, and through pride give instruction to priests concerning their duty, let the king order some hot oil to be dropped into his mouth and his ear. C. Take the offence of abuse. Manu says 8 to 76. For mutual abuse by a priest and a soldier, this fine must be imposed by a learned king, the lowest amercement on the priest and the middlemost on the soldier. 8 to 77. Such exactly as before mentioned must be the punishment of a merchant and a mechanic in respect of their several classes, except the slitting of the tongue. This is a fixed rule of punishment. D. Take the offence of assault. Manu propounds 8 to 79. With whatever member a low-born man shall assault or hurt a superior, even that member of his must be slit or cut more or less in proportion to the injury. This is an ordinance of Manu. 8 to 80. He who raises his hand or a staff against another shall have his hand cut, and he who kicks another in wrath shall have an incision made in his foot. E. Take the offence of arrogance. According to Manu 8:28. A man of the lowest class who shall insolently place himself on the same seat with one of the highest shall either be banished with a mark on his hinder parts, or the king shall cause a gash to be made on his buttock. 8 to 82. Should he spit on him through price, the king shall order both his lips to be gashed. Should he urine on him, his penis should break wind against him, his anus. 8 to 83. If he seize the Brahmin by the locks, or by the feet, or by the beard, or by the throat, or by the scrotum, let the king without hesitation cause incisions to be made in his hands. F. Take the offence of adultery. Says Manu 8:359. A man of the servile class who commits actual adultery with the wife of a priest ought to suffer death. The wives indeed of all the four classes must ever be most especially guarded. 8:366. A low man who makes love to a damsel of high birth ought to be punished corporal, but he who addresses a maid of equal rank shall give the nuptial present and marry her if her father pleases. 8:374. A mechanic or servile man having an adulterous connection with a woman of a twice-born class, whether guarded at home or unguarded, shall thus be punished. If she was unguarded, he shall lose the part offending and his whole substance. If guarded and a priestess, everything, even his life. 8:375. For adultery with a guarded priestess, a merchant shall forfeit all his wealth after imprisonment for a year. A soldier shall be fined 1,000 panas, and he be shaved with the urine of an ass. 8:376. But if a merchant or soldier commit adultery with a woman of the sacerdotal class, whom her husband guards not at home, the king shall only fine the merchant 500, and the soldier 1,000. 8:377. Both of them, however, if they commit that offence with a priestess not only guarded but eminent for good qualities, shall be punished like men of the servile class, or be burned in a fire of dry grass or reeds. 8:382. If a merchant converse criminally with a guarded woman of the military or a soldier with one of the mercantile class, they both deserve the same punishment as in the case of a priestess unguarded. 8.383. But a Brahmin who shall commit adultery with a guarded woman of those two classes must be fined 1,000 panas, and for the life offence with a guarded woman of the servile class, the fine of a soldier or a merchant shall also be 1,000. 8.384. For adultery with a woman of the military class, if guarded, the fine of a merchant is 500, but a soldier, for the converse of the offence, must be shaved with urine or pay the fine just mentioned. 8.385. A priest shall pay 500 panas if he connect himself criminally with an unguarded woman of the military, commercial, or servile class, and 1,000 for such a connection with a woman of a vile, mixed breed. The end.